These two fragrances are gonna go head to head in an epic battle of who smells better. What's up guys, my name is Dane. Welcome to Paragon Fragrances. I hope this video is finding you well. These two are amazing fragrances. They're not in the same category by any means. This video is targeted more towards if you wanna buy one or the other. I'm gonna break down these fragrances from the opening to the mid, to the base, to the longevity and sillage. I'm gonna tally the community votes, and we're gonna get Ross's opinion from TLTG Reviews. We're gonna see which one he prefers.
This is extremely familiar.
Let's start with Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum. It was released in 2020. It's got notes of cardamom, lavender, iris, vanilla, oriental notes, and woody notes. This has great longevity, and it is just a beautiful, stunning, spicy fragrance. On the flip side, YSL EDP, this one is considered an aromatic fougere fragrance, and it's got notes of apple and ginger, bergamot and sage, juniper berries, tonka bean, cedar, and a few other notes. It is just amazing. Let's get into the opening of both of these. YSL. This one is an amazing opening. You're gonna get that apple, you're gonna get the ginger. It's very aromatic in the opening. It's uplifting. The ginger is very sparkling. The apple really brings in some sweetness. You're definitely gonna get some of that modern kind of sage, juniper berry kind of smell with this. This one has a very recognizable DNA. It's very fresh, it's very uplifting. It does settle down a little bit, which we'll get into, but it is an amazing loud fragrance in the beginning. And Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum is simply amazing in the opening. There's a lot of spicy elements to this. There's vanilla in here that just really play a nice sweet melody throughout the entire life of the fragrance. But in the opening, you're gonna get a very nice aromatic nature. The lavender really shines through here in the opening, and the lavender carries that cardamom and that vanilla. It just punctures the air just quite nice, and it's just a pleasant opening. I love both of them, and the openings on these are critical because they are designer releases. They have to nail that opening. But I'm gonna have to give it to YSL Eau de Parfum for the opening. It's just fresh, it's uplifting. That apple is just an amazing note in here. It really shines through. It's a showstopper. It is a real showstopper. Let's get into the mid with both of these. Let's start with Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Mal Le Parfum. The mid on this one is a beautiful mid. It kind of calms down from that aromatic sweetness up top, and it kind of like mellows down a little bit, and it gets really smooth, really creamy. The iris kind of plays a role in here. It's not too powdery, but I can definitely pick up some of that nature in here. It's smooth, it's elegant, kind of just balances itself out in the mid, and it's just very pleasant. It really transitions beautifully from the top to the mid. It's just beautiful. YSL Eau de Parfum kind of mellows out a little bit more. You still get that apple, but it's like a smoother, kind of creamier apple. The woods really shine through and kind of bring some balance to this. More well put together. It's a beautiful mid. I love the way this thing smells. This is gonna be the hardest. The mids on both of these are where they really shine. These two are killer. Like between that 2 to 4 hour range on these guys, oh, that's when they shine. That's when they really, really do shine. But I'm gonna have to give it to Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Mal Le Parfum. This thing is just sexy. In that mid, it's just creamy, it's elegant. I love vanilla, so I guess I'm biased here, but the vanilla in here, the spicy characteristics, it's just an excellent mid. I can't say anything wrong about it. It's just beautiful. Let's get into the base of these two. In the base of YSL Eau de Parfum, smoother. The woods really shine through. You still kind of get a little bit of the apple, but it just becomes a very woody, smooth scent. I love this thing in the dry down. It doesn't transition too much from the mid to the base. It kind of stays a little linear. It definitely has a beautiful dry down. It's just so good. It's really good. This is an excellent fragrance. This is top of the line blue fragrance stuff right here. No gripes at all from the performance, from the smell, from the characteristics. It's just an excellent scent. This one gets heavily copied throughout the fragrance industry, and you know, it's well warranted. This is a beast of a fragrance. Let's talk about Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum. It becomes elegant, smooth, vanilla, spicy characteristics. It's just, honestly, when this dries down, it is a masterpiece. It is so smooth, it's so elegant, it's so delightful. I can't say anything bad about the base in this one, and I'm gonna give the winner of the base to Jean Paul Gaultier Le Mal Le Parfum. This thing is just amazing. in the base. Let's talk about longevity and sillage on these guys. And there's really not much to talk about here. They're both amazing performers, 10 plus hours. These things are killer when it comes to performance. They're gonna stick around, they're gonna project out. So the sillage and the longevity, it's got you covered. So that's a tie between these two. Now let's talk about the community. It was very close. And honestly, it's so close, I don't even wanna call it. There's about 750 people who voted. It's like 30 votes to be swayed to one another. So I don't really wanna count that. I'm gonna call it as a draw because it's so controversial and it's so close. I met up with Ross from TLTG Reviews to get his opinion on these two fragrances.
Welcome to the professional setup. I got Ross. Thank you for being on the channel.
Pleasure as always. I appreciate it. It's always nice when we can get together.
Me and Ross go way back till yesterday. No, when he was like really early on, like 300 subscribers or so. I loved your channel so much I made your like intro, your logo and stuff.
Yo, this is the man that made the TLTG Reviews logo. That font with the atomizer coming through the G. This is the guy that made it. He's made a few intros for me. He was kind of my best kept secret, which is now no longer a secret.
I am a mistress. We're gonna finish the video here, and because there's a lot of controversy behind these two fragrances. Go on there. What do you think of the yellow one?
This is extremely familiar. It smells like it's based around tonka bean. Is tonka bean in this fragrance? Is this Armani Code Parfum?
This is not Armani Code Parfum.
It's powdery, it's sweet. There's a little bit of spice, but it's more about this sweetness, almost this ambery type of feel. But I'm surprised at how powdery this is. Typically on paper, I don't get a lot of powder in most fragrances. It's normally I really like this. This is my type of scent profile. This is like an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Easily. Yeah, this is amazing. I'm shocked this isn't the Code family because it's so much powdery and tonka bean smell to it. It really, I'm dying to know what this is.
Try this one and then I will reveal the controversy. Not controversy.
So this smells like YSL. Why? It's either the EDP or the Le Parfum. I think it's the EDP though. There you go. Yeah, I love this fragrance. So that's an easy 8 for me as well here. I like both of these. These are both warrant, for those of you familiar with my rating system, an 8 and 8.5 warrants a great rating.
So 8 out of 10 you said?
8 out of 10 for both.
Ah, shit.
If I had to pick one, even though I rated them the same, I'd take Le Parfum.
I shared that with my girlfriend this morning and she's like, oh, that one, hands down.
Yeah, this is a sexier fragrance. Why? It's mass appealing, you wear it for everything, but this makes a statement. It makes a more impressive statement.
I cannot agree with you more, Ross. Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male Le Parfum is the choice that I have to go with. It's sexy, it's smooth, it's sophisticated. The vanillas and the spices in here and a little bit of the iris gives it a little bit of powdery nature. It's just beautiful. Don't get me wrong, YSL Y Eau de Parfum is a beautiful scent. And honestly, if you bought both of these, you would have an excellent fragrance wardrobe.
They're both great and they're different enough so where if you're interested in any one of them, you can buy both and they're not really redundant.
Oh no, you can build a wardrobe here. Y can be your daytime fragrance and Le Male Le Parfum's your evening wear.
Thank you again to Ross from TLTG Reviews. He cares so much and he's such a good human being. Very easy to talk to and he's just an awesome guy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and we'll see you next time.